What up, world? What up, media? I am Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. Good evening to you, YouTube. Okay, this topic I want to talk about, it's true and it's a fact. It's so true, and history will prove my point. You know, topic is the United States of America. This country is not designed for black people, not at all. Okay, now this country was founded by a so-called Italian man. I forget his name. I don't know his name, but his last name was American something. I don't know. It was founded by an Italian man. This country was designed, and when they came to this country, the Europeans, the Caucasians, came to this country. But see, it was already a people already here in this country that roamed the East Coast, the West Coast, all in the South, up north and stuff like that. In this country, that was the Native Americans. They was here first. You see, the original complexion of Native Americans at that time, before the white man dipped his blood in him, raped them and things like that, destroy them. They were people of dark complexion, This is true. This country was built, even though blacks, was brought from Africa, white man called it Africa, brought from Africa to this country, for a so-called purpose to work, be oppressed, that's it. We built this country on our backs and blood and sweat and tears and stuff like that, And the Europeans and the Caucasians, they had some criminals over there from Europe, came over here to help do this and that, But when they got here, they settled here. They pushed out the Native Americans, destroyed them, and things like that, all negativity, devoured them, and things like that, destroyed. This country was how it's run now and then is basically based on European, Caucasian only thing. This country is supposed to be designed for only whites only, But see, black folks, because we are in this country as we speak, we are in this country. This country is not designed for us. Not at all, not by a long shot. We was brought here from the raggedest ship, the wretched ships, the decadent ships that got holes and stuff like that. We was not in the best of ships where we was captured, chained up, shackled. We came from our homeland when we was worshiping our God and talking in our original language and things like that, our culture and stuff. We've been brought over here from over there to be put to work, and be oppressed, So he took away our language. He took away our original religion, our culture, and things like that. And he gave us his name, to this day. Some black folks today are named after him, This is real. So if you think about the laws, we didn't set these laws here in the U.S. We did not set these laws. The Caucasian man set these laws, He thought of all these holidays, But see, you black folks got to understand, the ones that come across this video, you have to understand. When he thought of all these holidays, The holidays was a so-called purpose of design, a true design for a signal and a message to the slaves of a way thought of to give you a day off, you know what I'm saying, free from labor, you know. That's it. You wanna celebrate 4th of July and pop fireworks and cook out. You wanna cook on Labor Day and stuff like that. You wanna get drunk and act a fool on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You wanna Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. You know. On top of that, Thanksgiving is a deceiving holiday. Just break down the word Thanksgiving. The meaning is thanks for giving us this land, you savage people. This what they say. This is what they talk about. This is what they say. They know. They say thanks for giving us this land, because they did call the Native Americans savage people. You know, come on. Thanks for giving us this land. Thanksgiving. It's a deceiving holiday. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't celebrate holidays. I don't recognize it. I don't acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Only holiday I really be concerned about Jesus' birth, but I don't celebrate Christmas because it's a pagan holiday. You know? So I recognize Jesus' birth into the world. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But as far as Thanksgiving and Labor Day and 4th of July, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, whatever type of holiday this man thought of, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't acknowledge it. You know, this country was only built for and designed for and run in order for, that is, Europeans and Caucasians only. You know, but it was a particular time long ago when some president said we have to let them go, we have to free them. You know, it was some president. He decided to free us, and some of us that were slaves said he was being uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? Unsensitive and things like that. You know, so yeah. This country is not designed for black people. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not. Not by a long shot, no close cigar, or nothing like that. You know, this country was only designed and built for European and Caucasians. That's it. The blue-eyed man, the blonde-haired man, the pale-skinned man, you know, blonde or brunette man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. With people like me, my color, you know what I'm saying, black or Hispanic or Native American or Arabic or Chinese or Japanese or Korean, Vietnamese and whatever type of human, you know what I'm saying, a race. This country was not based it for us. It's not designed for us. No, not by a long shot. No. You know, history will prove this, what I am saying. History will. You know, it will. I was looking at something on TV about the Ku Klux Klan. That white supremacist group with a bunch of white men that believe this and that, really have hatred and prejudice in their heart. You know, they don't like blacks, they don't like Jews, they don't like gays, and things like that. And they think that their race is so superior, you know. I was watching it on TV, and the white man said, "We are going to erase your history," you know. Basically, he was dedicate that to blacks and Native Americans, you know, erase our history, you know. So I look at, like, you know, I don't have no prejudice or races in my mind and heart. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I just took up seeking truth and knowledge and go forward in that, not looking back. No, you know, not at all. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of black people don't want to read about this or do research or learn. You know what I'm saying? They rather say it is what it is. That's the past, what's past. But you gotta think about it, black man, black woman. You gotta think about it. We're still under oppression as we speak. You know what I'm saying? This is the white man's world. You know, he set all these laws from 1 to 1,000, however many laws that's in that Constitution or that law book or whatever. He set these laws. You know what I'm saying? He set these holidays. He set up this system that he thinks we should go by. This is his order of things. You know, this is a white man's world. This is not God's world. You know, not at all. This may be God's earth, but this is not God's world of system of things. You know, it's not at all. You know, this world is combined with Satan's world, you know, for real. And that's why I tell people and I express my opinion that this world of the white man, it's coming down, you know, and God is going to manifest a chastisement on this nation, you know, because this country is still doing wrong things as we speak, and this country is not going to repent. This country, the leaders that runs this country, in their heart and their mind, they're not going to turn away and repent and announce their wrongdoing. They'll want more and more power, money, control. They already talked about a long time ago, back in the 60s or something like that. You know, talking about a one world order. You know, come on. See, God is coming back and said, I'm going to chastise this nation. And see, this country, the United States of America, this country is the mystery Babylon that in Revelations was talking about. This is the mystery Babylon, you know. So, yeah. I mean, I don't care. You can listen to Donald Trump. You can listen to Hillary Clinton. You can listen to whoever in politics, you know what I'm saying. But one thing they're not saying, they're not talking about police reform, you know. Not at all, you know. So, you can listen to these two individuals, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, but they cannot save this country, you know what I'm saying, because they're not trying to acknowledge and not trying to turn away and turn around and do what's right, you know what I'm saying, and announce this country leadership wickedness, you know. They always talk about we can make more jobs, we can improve this or improve the economy, you know. President Barack Obama, he made their little changes, but he himself cannot save this country, you know, because he's already going by somebody else rules. Somebody else tell him what to do and what to say, you know. Yeah. So only way to save this country, and bring this country back, you know, improved in the economy, if this country will repent and turn around, you know, and announce its wickedness and announce its wrongdoing. You know, the leaders of this country need to do that, but they're not going to do that because everybody wants a nuclear weapon. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants money, you know. Yeah. But like I was saying, the U.S., the United States of America, this country is not built and designed of the order of things for black people or Hispanics or Native Americans. It's not at all. It's only built for Europeans, Caucasian race. That's it. We was only brought here to this country for a so-called purpose to be put to work. Work in the field, work in somebody's house, work in some factory, a needle trade, you know, that's it, to make a profit, you know. But God is going to send a man like another Moses and like another Jesus to set his people go, from this modern day Pharaoh. Drewize Topics. I am Drewize. You can post a comment about what I just said if you like to. If you like. Like, share, subscribe. I am Drewize. This is Drewize Topics. Peace.